Grant, I don't want to do this. Why are you making me do this for your freaking video? You're making me do this.
I'm not. No,
I don't want to do it, but you're making me do it for the video.
Way to turn it around.
I get it. You're making me do it, and that's fine, and that's okay. Again, I don't want to do this. Grant is making me, and I think Shelby has a knife in his back saying he better do it. So it's their idea, not mine. No, I gotta go up here with it. No, we're going in the lap here.
You know how I am with caffeine.
Coming up with the idea to take it and the placement. She knows what's up. Oh God.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Grant, Tyler, and Shelby here today with episode number 27.
27, okay, I said 26 or 7, I didn't know, but we're at 27, there it is.
It's number 27 because of 26.
Because 26 comes before 27 naturally.
Yeah, we had some miscommunication there.
We did,
but
and that's all right.
No worries.
Here we are.
And today I will be taking just a standard C4 yet again. And
absolutely, we got some C4 on deck. So give us a little rundown on the C4 first, Grant. Let's not get too crazy.
Okay, it has 150 milligrams of caffeine in it. It's got a little bit of beta-alanine. It has a proprietary blend there. It has some niacin, B12, so it's gonna get you going for a little bit. It takes roughly around 20 to 30 minutes to set in, and the best part is that you actually do get the tingles, and they feel pretty good.
This was, I think we said earlier, on an earlier episode. This was like top 3. Yeah, one of the favorites. It's heat. It's good.
The C4 Ultimate though is probably my favorite.
The bigger cans.
No, it's the orange.
The packet. Mm-hmm. The one that.
The black packet.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yep. So this is just like a mini version that still packs the punch as the big can and also the powder form. If you will.
The standard, yeah.
If you will.
Yeah,
you know?
The standard. So, and which I've been actually more a fan of like the actual drinks that they make because of one, they get the measurements right versus like trying to do it on your own.
Sure. I get it.
That's kind of the worst part. So.
That is.
And Shelby's got a bang as usual.
Shelby's got a bang as usual.
A
bang. So we're gonna give her a go. We got watermelon or
strawberry watermelon.
Strawberry watermelon on ice. It says.
Yeah. So it's like it almost tastes like a margarita type of thing. I mean, you've probably had it before.
I think we've had. Maybe not this kind. Maybe it was the blue.
I like this one.
Well, like that one time where you FaceTime me for Walmart.
Oh yeah, I picked up you sent me a Snapchat, I think, and you're like, dude, these are on Walmart
for $1.88.
There it is again. Hey. Timestamp it, whatever. There's it is. The speech impediment comes in again. I told you, folks, and that's all right. But what was I just saying? Walmart. You sent me a Snapchat. You were like, these are on, or they're in Walmart on whatever street that is. And I was like, I gotta go. So I went immediately, and there was like, I think there was 5 or 6 left. You're like, hurry, they're gonna be gone. I cleaned them out.
Yeah.
Cleaned them out.
Well, the funny thing too is that at Walmart, you're asking, hey, where's C4? And they're like, it's the powder. And then you message me and you're like, I can't find these anywhere. And I'm like,
yeah.
They're not in the powder. They're on the other side of the store.
You're like, help.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I was like in the power bar, like protein, where you would think they would be.
But I thought the completely other side of the store.
It's like on the whole opposite end by like
sports drinks.
Yeah, it was like by the pop.
They're in a little cubby right there, and they're $1.88 per of this. So I mean, you can't really complain about it, right? Mm-hmm. So I mean, it's equivalent to like even how much you would spend for. Well, actually, probably not, but like caffeine capsules. I mean, like caffeine capsules are pretty cheap. You're talking about like they're like 80 cents per capsule.
Oh, per thing.
Mm-hmm.
That holds like 200 milligrams, I think, right?
Yep. And
what was caffeine on this? 150? Okay.
Yep.
But when you take a caffeine capsule, you don't get to like flex on the people carrying this around. Number one. I mean, I don't know anybody who's like went in the gym, like shaking their caffeine capsule, like, yo, what's up, bro?
I don't shake the caffeine capsule. I mean, like.
I mean, come on.
I get what you're saying. But
like, I mean, it's just a look. It's it's just. It's pretty much it's the name.
I do actually really like the caffeine capsules though, especially to add it in the cycle, because one, it's like a
cycle. Oh, you're gonna tell the people you hopped on?
Oh gosh, no. I'm talking about cycling through different pre-workouts because of then if you're used to something, you'll be starting taking more and everything else, and plus on top of that, different formulas will hit you differently, and it'll cause your body to react differently and grow and all this other stuff. But anyway, caffeine capsules, I really like them because especially whenever I use them in my caffeine routine, I guess, because they don't really get you crazy jitters.
Okay.
Especially if you want intense focus, you're gonna get it pretty soon.
For sure.
I mean, like I would be on calls and I would just put one in, and like within the call, I could just feel like I am like focusing in,
dialed in, ready to rock.
dialed in and ready to go. So
okay, right on. I would say caffeine capsules, like if you don't want to flex on the people, like I said, which is half the fun.
Yeah.
They're the best bang for your buck. If you're just looking for straight caffeine, it's not going to have like what gives you the tingles and all that other jazz. But I think that's important for me.
But it's
that's
like
what I look for
it's
in a
like
pre-workout.
80 cents per capsule. I mean, like you're talking about, you can get a full 100 capsules for $8.
Yeah.
That's equivalent to like, I mean, you'll probably spend $100 worth of pre-workout for that.
Oh, for sure.
So, the amount. But anyway, what do you got going on deck today?
Well, we're gonna finish this. I got a couple more things going down the hatch.
Okay.
Later on, we'll see. Got a couple questions and topics I'd like to.
Questions and topics. I like it.
Questions and topics, and I'm glad that we have Shelby with us too, so we can get not only another insight, because let's be honest, this pre-workout fools and me and Grant go off on a tangent, and hopefully Shelby can ground us and keep us on point, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so we got a couple things here, folks. So the first one.
Were you thinking of these whenever I texted you about like all the crazy ideas?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And then you're just like, all right, time to spark.
So we'll have 9 here then. So tell me right now. Let's start with Shelby here. Top 3 podcasts you listen to.
Oh God.
Top 3.
Okay. Crime Junkie. True Crime Obsessed. Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend.
Okay. I have yet to try the Conan O'Brien one. I feel like it's going to be amazing because I love him.
It's hilarious. I love it.
So there's a theme there with Shelby's crime.
Yes.
Oh yeah, there was like 3 or 4 other crime ones that I listened to on top of that.
But you're like, let's.
Conan O'Brien's like my palate cleanser. Like
Sure.
if I've had too much crime, I go listen to Conan.
So what do the crime ones entail? Like it's so they just dive into.
Well, each one's a little different. So Crime
goodness.
Junkie
Excuse me.
is more like storytelling. The host does a really good job of getting into like the details and kind of like just telling you the facts and taking you through the story. True Crime Obsessed, they talk about true crime documentaries. So they watch
Like
the
real life
documentary.
crimes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they'll watch a documentary, say for instance, like they did Making a Murderer. Like
Okay.
The episodes. They
I
would
saw
do
that.
like
That was good.
episode by episode coverage of it.
Okay.
But it's like they tie in a lot of humor
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So.
Is that the girl and the
dope.
guy?
Yes, Grant does not like that one.
No, I don't like that one.
But the guy is
Is it a video podcast?
no.
Just audio?
They'll play audio of like from the documentaries that
Okay.
they cover.
Yeah.
But it's just audio.
Okay.
But the guy is like flamboyantly gay.
Yeah.
And so he can be a little bit hard to listen to until you get used to it.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
yeah, I mean, I don't care that he's gay or anything, but
no,
like,
his
he's
voice is shrill.
Sure.
he's very over the top.
Yeah.
You kind of have to like listen to a few and then like you learn their personalities.
Yeah.
You kind of feel like they're your friend.
Sure.
So you kind of
It's almost
brush
as
it.
like a crazy character.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm just like, okay.
They're also Broadway freaks. So like
Okay.
they have that Broadway like
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
Okay, right on.
Those are my favorites.
I like it, Grant. Top 3, buddy.
Dude Soup, Film House, RT Podcast.
I mean, he knows it right off top.
Well, and they're all owned by the same
all
company.
owned by the same company. Rooster Teeth, that is it. That's it. I mean, like, I haven't really explored outside of podcasts in a while. So, like, my first one I actually really listened to was the Bill Simmons podcast.
Shelby's dying.
And one of my favorite episodes was with Bob Costas.
Costas?
Bob Costas, no.
Costas.
Do you know who he is?
Yeah, Bob Costas, but you gotta have fun with the name.
The anchor? Yeah.
Costas?
Yeah.
Costas?
But, in which I listened to that on my way to Memphis. And it was
Memphis,
like
Tennessee.
Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah.
On the
We should
west
do an
side.
episode where we just do an accent all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Went to dang old Flocktoberfest.
Yeah, come on now.
All right,
anyway.
here I am grounding.
Yeah,
Anyway.
bring it back. Bring it back. Thank you, Shelby.
And it was very interesting, and like that episode actually got me more into the whole podcast scene.
Okay.
And then I really started figuring out what I really liked, because I listened to like Fox Sports. I listen to those occasionally, and then I will listen to Dude Soup. But then like I really started going more towards the nerdy stuff, so it was more of.
So is it
Dude
more of
Soup-
like a gaming podcast, if you will?
Yeah. Dude Soup and Film House is actually from the same channel. They're from a channel a YouTube channel called Funhouse, right?
Oh yeah, we've talked about that before.
Yeah. So Filmhouse is on their Saturday routine, in which they'll just talk about one movie in particular. Typically, it's like a popular movie, and so this week they actually talked about Phase 4 for Marvel. Because
I don't know what that is, but
well, Comic-Con just recently happened, and so they announced Phase 4.
oh yeah, that's also what we're gonna talk about. Okay.
And which they kind of talked about the reactions for it and, and everything else. And then Dude Soup is more on the lines of more about the gaming industry and how sometimes it is very fucked up.
Sure.
So, for instance, Belle Delphine, we talked about the bathwater. That was actually from that. They actually talked about the YouTube community recently. So there's an Indian cartoon channel that actually went a little racist. So this princess, this princess did something wrong, and to punish her, they changed her skin tone and her hair.
Oh God.
Yeah, to a darker tone.
Punishment?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as punishment.
Oh, for
And then
goodness sake.
and then they also put like zits on her face, in which you could tell.
For starts,
And
guys, I tell you what, I'm okay.
here we go.
Here we go. Let's get back. We already know what just happened. That's fine. That's okay. Now I just forgot what I was saying. Go ahead.
Well,
Something about zits. Oh yeah. First off, zits are beautiful. Okay, I had them in middle school. Everyone did, and they're a beauty mark, and that's all they are. You know. So don't even get me riled up about that stuff. All right.
but anyway, they have very interesting takes on a lot of things. The one thing I wish that, oh God, going the wrong way.
Going the wrong way. That is a pet peeve. God.
Anyway, one thing that they actually lack compared to their other stuff that they are very well versed on, like movies and gaming and the whole pop culture, is music, which is very surprising.
Okay. What kind of music?
I mean, they don't.
A little bit of everything.
Well, like they just aren't really as inclined into the music space.
They don't talk about the music industry.
But whenever they do, it's like, I don't know what's in it, and they're like, oh, I don't know, and it's just like,
goodness. Excuse you, Shelby.
I don't know. They're definite
Griffin
gaming
in
nerds.
Griff.
So, but anyway, yeah.
Well, there it is.
What are your
on.
3?
You know, before we hop into my 3, I mean, we're on number 3. If you guys saw, I snuck in a little of the 6-star pre-workout that we tried. So I'm going to be feeling good today, guys. We're going to go 3 down the hatch with a little bit of Gatorade to wash it down.
I'm
so,
CPR certified, but
we
I
all
can't
are, I hope.
stop a heart attack.
Sure you can. I mean, just match the beat, match the rhythm, you know? Pop, 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 pop. 100 beats a minute, right, folks?
How many have you had before?
Hey, we're on. This is the first caffeine for today, so.
Okay, first caffeine for the day. Okay, that's good.
So we're okay.
So,
the top 3 podcasts for me.
Yeah.
We're gonna go 2 comedy ones and then 1 like
did some Practical Jokers do a podcast?
Okay, here's the thing. Q and Sal from the Impractical Jokers did a podcast, like they started it 4 years ago. And they did like, I think they're on like, I think it's like 85 episodes or something like that. They stopped maybe 2 years ago doing it. But I listened, once I found out about it, like I didn't find out about it 4 years ago, I found out about it like maybe 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I binged them all, like awesome stuff, great stuff. And then there was like, once I heard their last one, they stopped making it for like a year. Then all of a sudden, they came out with one out of nowhere. I was like, oh my God, it's back. This is the best thing ever. Made one, stopped, and they haven't made one since. So,
oh, jeez.
I mean, that's up there too, but congratulations by Chris D'Elia, which is a comedian.
Okay.
Number 1. Number 2, Fighter and the Kid, which is 2 other comedians. They have special guests like Chris D'Elia. I think we've talked about that too before. And then number 3,
JRP.
I mean, you gotta do, nope. You gotta just go with the inspirational entrepreneur one. I gotta go the Gary Vee Experience, boys.
Okay.
There it is. So we got 3.
So
those are my 3.
So I did listen to Gary Vee for a long time.
Yep. Grant's coming at Gary Vee a little hard here.
Yeah,
he does not enjoy him.
Yeah,
that's where we throw
When
fists, and
did
that's
you-
fine.
When did you switch? You bought his book.
I did buy his book.
I bought it as well. Crushing It.
No.
The yellow cover.
No.
Which one?
The YouTube one.
Okay. I got his book maybe when it first came out. I forget which one it is. But it has a yellow cover. You guys know what I'm talking about.
How he consistently says a lot of things, and like the same thing over and over again, just with different verbiage, and then on top of that, he's like, I've eaten shit, and it's like, your dad owned 6 vineyards before you guys even had a, like, wine supermarket, like, and then he would complain about apparently working there multiple times, and like, he's like, you have to eat shit before you get into the clouds and all this other stuff, and like, I mean, like, there's some good things about him, but there's also some really bad things about him that I just don't like. But
take a commercial break. I'm going to beat the shit out of Grant real quick, and that's fine. I'm just kidding.
But
yeah, no, I mean, you really have to buy in. Like with any entrepreneur, I feel like, or anyone that like does motivational talks or whatever it is, like if you don't buy into it, like a lot of it is, a lot of it's surface level too. Like you got to eat shit, or like you got to learn from your failures. You know what I mean? Like
the combination of him and Tony Robbins, I was like,
you know what I'm talking about? Like, we've all heard it. Like we all know, like the big catchphrases are like the clickbait stuff, the cliche stuff. Like, but if you buy into it, like I bought into his like flip life, like his flip stuff. Like when he flips stuff, like I bought into that, and then when I started doing that, I was like, oh shit, like this is huge.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
To be honest, that's how I actually started doing the flip stuff. Because of that fact. But
and that's with anything though too. Like it could be anything. You know what I mean? Or anyone.
Guess which Gary V video I watched first. This one's pretty easy. I'll give you a hint.
The very first video you've ever watched of his?
I'll give you a hint. It's about fitness.
Oh, was it the one?
You got it. Now, come on. You got it.
About fitness where he never worked out, or he didn't have a trainer for like 30 years. I don't know which one.
It's the Kai Green one.
Oh, really?
The Gary V experience with Kai Green.
Okay.
That's why.
That's fine.
Oh, okay. Did you want me to turn it?
Yeah, just click that button again. Guys, we got dual cameras going on today. There we go. We got dual camera action. The podcast value is going up. We're getting angles here, and then we're just gotta look over, like back and forth,
boom. You know
what I'm talking about? But that's all right.
But yeah. So like, I actually really started listening to him, and I was like, who is this guy? I had no idea who he was. Yeah. Right. And which I listened to it because like, I love Kai Green and his like philosophical thing. Thoughts become things, right? Yep. And like that's one of my favorite
I mean,
things
that's what you texted me too.
Yeah. Yeah. Thoughts become things, and that's like a big old thing from him. But like, he is such of an inspiration for like the whole bodybuilding community.
Oh, for sure.
And so for him to be on Gary V, I was like, okay, this guy's pretty big. That means that this guy's got to be pretty big too, right?
And I always like to do that stuff too. Like if I listen to somebody, or if I'm listening to like a podcast that I really like, and they'll bring somebody that I've never heard of in, I'll be like, oh, let me check out what this guy's about, or this girl's about, because obviously, like there's a rapport there. Like somebody like Kai Green wouldn't want to do it if he didn't respect what Gary Vee does, or vice versa. You know what I mean?
So like Rooster Teeth, for instance, they kind of bring in this girl. I forgot her name, but like her like Instagram, like she just casually talks about her podcast. Her podcast is like in the top like 25 or 50 or something like that. Yeah, and like her Instagram has like 1.2 million, and she just like casually talks about it and everything else. And like he's like, I'm like, I've never even heard of you. Yeah. Like, what?
Isn't that so crazy to think about too? Because like how like deep you are into like Rooster Teeth and stuff like that. Like there could be another medium or another group just like that you literally have never even heard of right now. Yeah. And you could like them even more than you do Rooster Teeth, or like even more than I like. Congratulations or whatever it is. Like, but like you just haven't even heard of them at all. Yeah. Like that blows my mind to think about. That's crazy. That's nuts. Well, there's our 3 podcasts here. We got some more here. All right. We're going to go with the top 3. That's kind of the feeling for today.
Top 3s, okay.
Top 3 workout songs.
Oh, no.
Top 3. You only can pick 3. I'll just lead us off. It's not really fair because I already had these ready to go.
Okay, go for it.
So, the soundtrack, if I can do that, if I may, the soundtrack from the movie The Grey with Liam Neeson, the Wolf movie.
Okay, yeah.
I think we've talked about that before too. It's like slow instrumental, like, but it's also like,
isn't that the one about the wolves?
Yeah.
So it's like it's a survival movie, but like he's with wolves, like in the wilderness. Yep. It's like snowing all the time.
Yep. It's like instrumental, like there's no words, but like it just hits. It's kind of like what the hell is that movie? Interstellar. Like it like gets you jacked up. I don't know, but it's like really soft, slow, but like
it's like explosions in the sky type of stuff.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yep. So that's one.
They're probably the most popular out of the instrumental groups.
Yep. I like that. That's probably. I mean, that's top 3 easy.
Okay.
Right now too, I love El Diablo by MGK from his new album. It's what I'm feeling right now.
Oh my.
It just gets you going, and then from the whole opposite spectrum from like The Grey, It's like hardcore screamo, like in your face music. It's Fit for a King by Slave to Nothing by Fit for a King.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. So that's my top 3 right now.
Okay.
So both spectrums and then somewhere in the middle too.
Right there.
So that's what we got.
All right,
Those
Shel.
are my top
Me
3.
next?
Yeah.
Yep.
Unless you want me to go.
Okay, well, since you did a whole soundtrack,
You can do a soundtrack. Yep, that's fair.
From Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Okay.
Oh
I
yeah.
love that soundtrack.
Duckworth.
What's it kind of like? Give me an idea. Is it like instrumental or is it
No, it's like
Upbeat.
is it upbeat?
rap, hip hop.
Okay.
Like, but really unique sounding.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. I'll do another soundtrack then. Black Panther.
Okay. I haven't seen the movie yet. I need
It's good,
to.
but the soundtrack is
It's amazing.
amazing.
Yep.
Oh god. And then those two are kind of in the similar spectrum. And
Yeah.
then right now specifically, because I go through phases, but right now I'm on a huge Lizzo kick.
Lizzo. Yep.
I fuck with some Lizzo.
Yep.
She gets me hyped. So,
Absolutely.
Not one particular song. Those weren't songs, but
Those were songs, and that's okay.
altogether that was about 32 songs.
32 songs, and that's all right.
All right. So for mine, I have "Drowned by Rain Check."
Okay. Can't say I've ever heard of it. but-
"Drowned by Rain Check." It's like there's a break in the song where he's like, "I have no purpose. I feel worthless." All this other stuff.
Yep.
Like I really like that type of music that you're just like beating down on yourself.
Yep.
Even though it's kind of weird, but
Yeah, I like that stuff too, though.
it's so good. I've actually PR'd multiple times on that song.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about like music like that just like it makes you're just like, God, I'm a piece of shit. And then all of a
Then
sudden
you
like
think
and then,
about it, yeah.
and then you're like, God, I'm a piece. I'm not gonna be a piece of shit anymore. I don't know what it is.
Whatever floats your boat.
I mean, whatever floats your boat. Always like that's so weird. But
I don't like feeling like a piece of shit.
Here comes,
Truthfully.
and then it's "No Love, No One" by Gideon.
Okay.
It's just straight up, just like in your face, just nonstop, right? And so, you remember whenever I tagged you for Total War
Yep.
in my Instagram story?
Yep.
That song was playing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it's like it's total like just in your face.
Yep.
And then the last one, it's kind of weird. It's kind of a curveball, but I've been listening to it lately for my workouts. It's 99.
I knew that.
99.
Nate Wants to Battle by Nate Wants to Battle. It's a total weeb.
99. What kind of song is that?
It's from an anime
It's
intro.
an anime intro.
It's an
Okay.
anime intro cover. That's the only thing.
99. Is it like in your face, or is it soft, or is it kind of in the middle there?
It's kind of in the middle, yeah. So it has like a huge build up into it, and I kind of feel like a 5-year-old sometimes because it counts all the way to 99.
Okay.
Like it counts from
it counts
1
to 99?
That's
counts
in the
1 to
song.
99.
That's what
Yeah.
Oh my
here is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So I guess that's what we're doing it for
It's not
curls.
too
Every
bad.
time it's like
It's not
1,
too
2, it's
bad.
like bah, bah, bah.
Yeah. Yeah, so
That's amazing, actually. Damn.
yeah, it's pretty
It actually could, like, you could get pretty hyped too.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because you just
So-
know it's coming like 45, 46, 47, 48. All right, here it's coming. It's coming. Here we go.
Well, there's also a good break in that song too that I really like.
Yeah.
So,
That's dope.
yeah.
Those are our top 3 and Shelby top 30. So, I mean, there you go.
We probably have one more time, or
we got one more.
time.
Here, you got one more
One
thing
more.
here.
One more top 3.
One more. Not a top 3 here. More. I mean, this could get deep, or it could be just surface level here. But what do you think is more important within providing value with your videos, or consistency? Like, what do you think is more important, and at what expense? Let's say you make a video that provides the most amount of value, but that takes 3 months to make.
Okay.
Or would you rather put stuff out every day?
Yeah.
Where, like, where do you find that realm,
So-
and what's more important to you?
So the interesting thing is that based off of the YouTube algorithm and from a lot of other people that I've been like listening to and
Mm-hmm.
like what's his name? Is it Roberto Frank? Do you know who I'm talking about?
I don't.
He has a driver's hat. Anyway,
Driver's hat.
yeah, he's really popular on YouTube. But anyway, that type of stuff, man, it's really tough. I think consistency is actually the biggest thing as of right now. As of
Okay.
right now, consistency is what is like that is king, right? Now, I think
So do you think consistency, so not necessarily what's going to get the most views, but what do you think, well, I guess you could make that argument too. What do you think is the best way to like blow up in lack of better terms? Like if you want to make it in the social media realm, like what do you think is the most important? You think right now it's consistency?
I totally agree with consistency, because of that way people recognize whenever you are on, right? From all the people that I've seen that have done consistency, like or consistent patterns of like posting and things like that, their numbers typically skyrocket.
Sure.
So like that's one thing I've been actually struggling with for the whole channel, is that consistency off of like posts and things like that. And it's just, it's tough, because like you literally have to go non-stop sometimes, right?
Yeah.
And then depending on how you do consistency, it just depends on how well you'll grow and all this other stuff. And yeah, if you're starting from zero and you're wanting to get to like the first 1,000, 10,000, I think consistency is the first.
Yeah,
is the
like
first
if
thing.
I could like jump in, just mostly from my experience as a viewer, since I'm not like as much of a content creator as you guys are. It seems like in order to grow, like you just said, consistency is the main factor. And then from there, as a viewer, I prefer less content. Like I would prefer quality over quantity eventually, I think. And so there was one YouTuber that I follow. Tati, yeah. She was talking about her experience with YouTube, and for a long time, for like 6 years, she was uploading 5 days a week.
That's crazy.
That's nuts.
Like nonstop. Like I don't think she missed a week that she didn't have at least one video a day,
200
Monday through
years.
Friday.
260 videos.
For like for like 6 years straight, she did that.
1,300 videos.
And she was like, you know, I was slowly growing, but it took one video. There was one video in particular, she could point it out, that just blew her up. And she was like, there's nothing really special about it to her, but for some reason it resonated with the audience that she was looking for, and that's what took her career off. And now she gets to upload only 3 days a week, because she got that following and she can focus more. But what she's had to say was, just keep swinging. Keep swinging, keep trying things. Eventually you're gonna hit one out of the park, and it's gonna skyrocket you.
Yeah.
It may take 6 years, you know, it may take shorter, it may take longer, but eventually you're gonna hit that one that's gonna take you. So it's the consistency is like the build up, and then eventually when you establish yourself, I think you can focus more on the quality.
I agree with that, yeah.
There's actually a guy that I follow or am subscribed to the channel. And he had, and like whenever I first subscribed to him, he was sitting at like 360 some odd, and he was posting
1,000?
No.
Oh, just 360 subscribers. Okay.
And now he's closer to 1,200, and you're talking about within like a 6-month period.
Yeah.
And how he did that, and like he even says straight up, he's like, you literally just have to post every single time that you get the chance, right? And like he did sometimes 2 a days. I'm like, that's just,
I mean,
nuts.
that's crazy. Yeah.
It's nuts to think about, right?
Yep.
It's nuts to think about the time and effort and all of that to do. But then you would actually look at his videos, and they're not really as good quality as you really think they are. But I mean, like how he's doing is that he's just building up on the impressions and the CTR and all that other stuff. So.
Sure. Like one content creator that I follow, he was actually the videographer for like years for Gary Vee. His name's Tyler Babin, and he's huge on, like, he quit his job there and now he's doing his own thing, like making videos. And like one of his biggest things was he's like you're just one video away from making it, like Shelby was saying.
Yeah.
Like it just takes one video to blow up. It takes one video, and then like if you have that base, like you said, being consistent. Like if I watch somebody that I've never seen before, I'm gonna go to their page and like I want to continue to watch.
Yeah.
So like that's huge. Like if you don't have like that to follow on, like it's like, because especially the way everything is now in society, like you just want more right away, right?
No, totally.
So like if you don't have that base, it's hard to like stick around and wait, because you're like, well, I don't want to wait a week to see another video. Like I want to see it right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's completely super unfortunate because of like how much content people are really consuming, and then you stop and think about it and you're like, damn, they're just
always on YouTube or always on Spotify.
They're just
watching. Yeah,
but then,
I mean, that's what they're doing.
But then you turn around and like for me, I was watching Rainbow Six Siege this morning for like 2 hours. So I'm just like, well, that kind of.
Yeah,
I think nowadays, like that kind of consumption, it's less like actively watching. It's
passively,
it's a
totally.
lot more passive
Sure.
watching. Like whenever I
100%
throw on
agree.
YouTube videos, it's when I want to do something else and I just want something to like listen to.
Yeah.
Like there's very few creators that I really like
Sit
sit
down,
down and want to
watch.
like actively watch.
Sure. And that's the same thing with podcasts for me too. Like if I'm going to drive from here to KC, throw on a podcast and then I'll drive. Like I'm
Yeah.
not going to sit down and watch it, even if it's a video podcast.
Yeah, no.
So I think that I agree with that. So consistency in the beginning and then more of that value in production as you continue to grow or once you establish yourself.
Yep.
I think was the consensus there.
Yeah.
I agree.
Totally.
That's all I got for today, folks.
All right.
That's it.
Cool. So,
Cool, dude.
so we've got some arms.
Shelby going to be
I'm
joining us for
busting.
some arms? Absolutely not.
This
She's
is my,
going to do...
Well, this is my first workout in a week.
Oh yeah, why have we not talked about that? Shelby just got back. I mean, I'm super jealous from all the Instagram posts from what I saw.
Yeah.
And
Going on
that's-
to the Canada.
I mean,
Yeah.
a little bit of an accent coming back, eh, or no?
Oh, no,
Oh,
I
hey,
was
no,
only
hey,
in Canada
hey.
for about 24 hours.
And that's all
Yeah.
it takes, though. That's all it takes.
It's,
So,
yeah,
like,
it's true.
do they talk? Be honest. Do they talk differently up there, or is it all just what
It's-
people blow out of proportion?
Well, it's hard to say because at Niagara Falls, it's
lot
a
of tourists.
tourist
Yeah, that's true.
attraction.
That's
so there's
true.
not a
A little
whole
bit of
lot
everyone
like
there.
actual interactions with Canadians
Yeah,
there.
I agree.
But I mean, I will say though, when I was in Germany a few years ago, a few of the students that were in my like
That were
group
Canadian?
were Canadian, and that's who I spent the most of my time
Yeah.
with. Like that's who I befriended, and I came back from Germany with a Canadian accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, what?
That
How
is
does that
amazing.
happen? Yeah,
She
I was
said-
saying A. Like I
A.
was throwing A at the end of my sentences.
She was actually saying A, like whenever she was getting back, because since I remember picking you up and we were
What's going on?
and we were sitting in the parking
stupid.
lot and we were just started to talking for a little bit, and then you were just like, and you were just like, I need to get
Can't
this
stop
out.
saying it. Like it's just yeah. So if
pretty fun.
if I want to go back to Canada because New York City, it's fine. This is my second time there,
Yeah.
and probably will be my last unless like
Too touristy, or what do you think?
it's so touristy. And honestly, it's truthfully all you do in New York: walk around, gawk at things, and then you eat. Like
Yeah.
you eat and you drink and you walk around.
Yeah.
You could do that anywhere,
Sure.
but New York just happens to be 5 times
hub.
more expensive.
The hub.
And it's cool. I
creator of
go, but
Yeah.
if you go with a local who can take you to like
The rando spots.
yeah,
Yeah.
Because Courtney had lived there for 2 months, and so she kind of knew the good spots
little
to
bit of
hit
the-
up.
yeah.
But Canada was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I want to go back and spend a full week just in Canada. Like
Yeah.
I was only there for like a day, but it's awesome. So,
That's dope.
but yeah, I'm gonna hate myself and jump right into legs first day back.
Oh gosh.
Ooh.
R.I.P.
Yep.
R.I.P. folks.
Alrighty. Well, this concludes number 27.
This concludes number 27, folks. We're gonna hit some fat arms today.
Yep.
And legs, you know.
And legs.
So
And
there you
then
go.
make sure you subscribe because
Subscribe.
the post show will be unlisted, and we'll actually put it on our social to let you guys know.
You got it. And hey, that's perfect timing, folks
See
over
ya.
there.
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell.
Boom. All right. See ya.
See ya.